Hello, hello. Just like that, magic happens. And we're now live. We're live on the page. Welcome to Pokeroo Global Social Pro Poker. And what can I say to everybody apart from Happy New Year? And no, it's not still Christmas behind me. We're back in my own house, as you know. I was out for 20 months and I'm back. I just hope that we don't have too many lags with the internet. Bear with me. With me, Shuggy Wuggy, and we're back doing our interviews right up into December. We were doing them every Sunday, but Christmas came and loads happened. COVID struck again, but we're back now. So do me a favor, everybody that's watching live, is keep the comments coming because I can see them. And if you just click on the StreamYard, it allows me to see who it is. Like there's Thomas saying hi, and there's Cherie. She's hello from the tables. So she's playing right now while she's listening to this. And if you don't click on StreamYard and allow them to use your phone, this is what we see. You see Facebook user, hello. Now, I've no idea who Facebook user is. So if you click on the link, then we will see your name. So I'm going to stop all the crap because there's loads been going on in the last 6 weeks since we've done this. And we're going to bring in today's guest. Yes, today's guest. Now, as you know, this started nearly 2 years ago when there was no Quest side. There was only a Go side. But the Quest side is taking over. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the Go side is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And what we've found is a lot of the Go players getting a Quest and joining the Quest community. And Pokeroo, we're up for that change as well, or the changeover, or the addition, the welcome of all the Quest players to come and join our community, because that's what it is. It's a community. So I'm going to give her an introduction right now. She's backstage. As you can see, this is what I have in mind. When we see the name, this is what I have in mind. It gives me great pleasure to welcome for the first of 2022. Let's welcome Cougar Marie.
You have
Hello,
me.
Marie.
Hello, Shuggy. You have me cracking up at that cougar picture.
Oh, all right. You want to see it again? There you go. Anyway,
I love it. I love it.
Anyway, welcome to Pokeroo. It's great you could be here.
Thank you very much. I'm honored. I'm so honored to be here.
Well, it's took a lot to get you here. Wait a minute, who else? There's Remus. He's wrote, hello, everybody. I think Remus actually plays on the Quest side now as well. And there's
hello,
our
Remus.
friend. There's Marius.
Marcus. Hi, Marcus.
Oh, Marius. Marius.
Oh, Marius. Why do I say Marcus?
Marius.
He's a sweet man.
Saying hello. He's not a man. He keeps running away. He done this once. Marie, the interview. And he says, Shuggy, I have to go. I'm playing poker. He was in a tournament and he had to rush away. And there's Thomas. That's Yuri. He is from
Hello,
Israel.
Thomas.
He now plays on the Quest side as well. Right. So before we start, I need to tell everybody, in case they don't know, that you're the person that probably is best placed to ask any questions, promote it, because you're now a moderator for Pokeroo on the Quest side.
Yes, I am.
I was thrilled because I play on the Quest side. I'm not quite used to it yet, but it looks as if it's a lovely community and there's lots of nice people on it. A lot of not nice people, but it's just what communities do. And we've recently invited another person to help you out with the moderation. I'll give you a clue who she is.
You are amazing with these pictures.
I know. It was a lot of research. Funny. I couldn't get her face in. It was just her hair I seen. And there she is. So it's Little Fluff. I call her Fluffy.
Little Fluff.
Yeah. So she's going to be helping you out on the moderation side.
I love Little Fluff. That's perfect.
Yeah, she's a good girl. And also Sherry the Dane has now joined us back as a moderator. She floats between the Go and the Quest.
She's very sweet also, Sherry.
Yeah. As long as she hasn't done any burps on the Quest side yet, though.
No, I haven't heard any burps from Sherry.
Well, if you go on the Go side, she's a phantom burper. Anyway, enough of that, because what we're going to do now, we have the famous 22 questions where we grill you, Marie.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
And what we do when we do this live 1-on-1, it lets players see more than an avatar. They let us see who you are and find a
A
little bit
person.
about, find more about you with these 22 questions. So everyone that comes on gets asked the same questions. Okay. So we'll start off with, for people that don't know, what is your screen name and do you have any other usernames?
Cougar Marie is my current screen name. Prior to that, I was Maid 33.
You were,
My
Maid
husband
33, right? Okay.
Maid 33 because my last name is Madewell, and my husband chose Maid, Made, and I didn't care for it much.
Ah,
So
right.
I asked Sassy if I could change it to Cougar, and she did it pretty quickly.
Yep, good stuff. And tell everybody where you're located. Where are you?
I'm in Philadelphia,
Okay, and for the people that are not from America, what side of America is that?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on the East Coast.
Okay, very good. Have you always been from there?
I was born and raised in Philadelphia. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
Always lived here.
so short for Philadelphia, is it Philly? I take Philly.
Philly, yes,
Philly. Yeah,
Philly.
cool, cool, cool.
Hmm.
And are you working, Maria? How do you spend your days?
I am a housewife.
You're a what?
My
A housewife.
husband, my husband works, and I have two boys that are still young, so I'm home with
Okay,
them.
it's a
Hmm.
handful. Maybe that's
Yes,
why. Maybe that's why he called you maid. Thinks you're a maid in the house.
exactly, exactly. You're
Cool.
right about that.
Okay. Right. So now you've answered 3 questions already. So how good's that? So we're on to question 4.
Not bad.
Yeah. Apart from poker, VR, or poker, do you have any hobbies? What do you enjoy doing?
I enjoy painting. I like to paint. Um, I
Is
used to
it
play
paid by
bingo.
numbers? Wait a minute. Is it paid by numbers or is it
It's
freehand?
actually painting with a twist, it's called. And you can go with your girlfriends and drink some wine and have some
Okay.
drinks, and then you make these beautiful creations.
Right. So what I'm thinking now, it's more about the wine than the paint.
It's a lot of fun. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
And a lot of wine.
A lot of wine and a lot of paint. I mean, you have to
Okay.
be careful what you wear because then you could become like the actual art.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. So you do some painting. What else did you say you do? Bingo.
I used to play bingo with all the old ladies.
Okay. Well, do you know that nothing much has changed because when you're on the poker tables, there's a few bingo players there. So
Absolutely. They love to play bingo. Push all in and just see what happens.
yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
apart from that, then I guess it's just family days out and looking
Just
after the
family.
boys and stuff.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I have my mom and she lives with
Okay.
us. So I
Good.
take care of her. Yeah. I'm pretty
But
boring, Shuggy.
no, no, it sounds like a busy time. It does
In
sound like a
my
busy time.
younger days, I was fun.
Well, we still think you're fun, Marie. For goodness sake, we
Thank you,
do.
Shuggy. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
The cougar.
Sorry. Right. So, how long have you been playing on the VR for? What's the story? What is your story about getting the VR headset?
So I actually knew nothing about Quest or VR or anything, and we got it for my son who was 7 at the time for Christmas last year.
Okay.
And my husband put poker on there, and I've been
Okay.
addicted ever since.
Right. Cool. So, it's quite a similar story, actually. That parents lifting up their kids' headset and saying, "What is this all about?" And
Yep,
saying,
absolutely.
let's ride a roller coaster. And then, oh, wait a minute, there's poker on this. And then, boom, we're
Oh, it's
hooked.
so addicting too. It's such and I love poker. Like
Yeah.
I just love it. I used to play in my 20s with my brother and his friends
Yeah.
every weekend. So this is
Okay.
like a win-win for me.
Because that was my next question. Did you play poker before VR?
Yes, I love it. Every Friday night and Saturday night, we would get some beer, pizzas,
Huh?
sit in the kitchen, and just play poker. And I would win
Right.
mostly every week. I
Very
would take
good.
all their
Good.
money.
Good stuff. Right. So on the quest side, you do have your well, we call it on the go side, we call it trophies because on the go side, what level you're at, you actually get a physical trophy on the table. Where on the quest side, it's a badge
Oh,
and it's on your arm. But on the go side, there's an actual trophy that
that's
sits there.
really cool. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So, and on the trophy is the wheel of progress. So it lets you see how far you've got until you level up. So
Very cool.
the trophies are quite. See, I've got I've got a trophy here, David. This is my trophy.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that trophy.
that's my trophy.
I love
So,
it.
so your trophy sits just like that in front of you on the table, and then if you click on it, you've got the little wheel there telling you your progress, so you know how many more chips you need to make to level up.
Wow.
So, what level are you at? What's your trophy number?
I'm a 45, almost at 46. I'm almost there. So
Right.
close.
Okay. Well, do you know 46 is a big number on the go side?
Really?
Because up to 45, I think you get a dollar sign as a trophy. And then when it goes to
Oh.
46, it moves to a shield. And then after that, it's always a shield. It just the shield changes color and your number goes up.
Oh,
So
okay.
so 46 is a milestone on the go side. So if you've got a
It
46, you're like,
takes
wow,
so long. It takes so long to
does
level up the higher you get.
does.
But you
And
know, that little fluff, she started in November and she's already passed me, that
yeah,
girl.
yeah, she's thrown a lot of chips out there. Yeah. But the
And she
thing,
puts a lot of hours in too.
yeah, that's important as well. But the
Yeah.
thing is, on the quest side, it only goes up to the number 50.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But on the go side, the highest player that I've seen is 69. Marius is 60. Then we've got Chaz Ridehold. I think he's 65 now. But
But you
after
don't
you,
see that, right? Like you
no,
don't see that
well,
now.
we
You just
we
have to
do on the
go.
go side. On the go side, we see it, but
Oh,
on the quest side, it only shows 50.
I
Um,
wish they would keep going up, you know?
well, I don't see why they don't because it's a target. But what I will say, I've just leveled up from 52 to 53, and it took me about 3 months.
Yeah.
Once you hit over 50, it is so slow, so slow.
Yeah. It's been taking me about a month and a half to level up
Yeah. Okay,
in the
cool.
40s.
That'd be good. 46. You're nearly there. Good. Right. On to the game itself. Where is your favorite tables? Where could the players find Cougar Marie?
I've been playing up at the high tables lately.
That's fine.
Usually Diamond Plus,
Mm-hmm.
Platinum.
Mm-hmm.
I like playing in those, although they can hurt me.
Yeah, yeah,
But I like higher stakes. I definitely like the
yeah,
higher. And plus, there's no kids up there. It's a lot of adults that know what they're doing.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
appreciate that, you know?
yeah. Did you always play in the higher tables, or
I
where were you
worked my way
before?
up. I worked my way up. Yeah. I guess I started at silver to
Yeah,
gold plus, and then just higher and higher.
right. What's Sherry saying? So fucker just bluffed me on David O'Kay's table. Of course,
Yeah,
that is the Quest Millionaires table. It's called David O'Kay's table.
that's a rough table. I've lost a lot of money
Yeah,
up there.
all right. And it says like Captain America. Okay.
Yeah.
There's Tim Ross. He's at one of the mods. Ross is here. T Ross. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
And Sherry saying some. Oh, SOMR. That must be the name of the player. That must be the name of the
Mm.
player that took it off. Right. So we'll find Cougar Marie, Diamond Plus, Platinum, and you might dip your feet in the David O'Kay's table, possibly if you're feeling
Occasionally,
right.
like if I'm up, like if I'm doing good, then I'll try to go up there.
Yeah, yeah. See what you can snatch and run. Yeah, quite right.
There's some good
Quite right.
players though. There's some good players up there.
Yeah, there's some bad players as well.
That's
Right.
true. And then they get on
Now,
tilt and then you can get their money.
yeah, so that's the strategy I'm questioning. I'm asking you, do you have a strategy when you play at the tables?
I'm very conservative for the most
Right,
part. I'm very tight.
right. No, that's
Like
fine.
I won't, bet big unless I know I have the nuts. I will
Right.
bluff here and there. There's a few people that don't think I bluff, but I do bluff here and there.
Yeah, it's part
I
of the
do
game. It's
occasionally.
part of the
Yep.
game. And for
But
some reason, there seems to be a stigma as if, oh, you're bluffing as if it's a bad thing. If you're a good
you
bluffer,
have to.
you're a good
It's
player.
poker.
Yeah, of
Yeah, you
course.
have to do that especially when it's a huge pot. I mean, you have to go for it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You might get your fingers burned a few times, but still, it's definitely part of the game. So yeah,
Absolutely.
so the strategy is you play tight, you'll push when you think you've got the nuts or near enough. Yeah, that's pretty
I think
across the
that's worked
board.
for me the best, honestly, in this game.
Mhm,
I mean, of
mhm.
course, there's been times when I've been burned. Like this one time I was playing with this guy and I flopped a full house and I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I have this.
yeah.
So he bets, I go all in $2 million. He calls
Wow.
me, he gets a royal flush on the river.
Oh wow. That's not often that happens, but what can
That's
you do?
poker, That's
Oh,
poker, but that's
yeah,
what makes it so fun. Like I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
I love this game.
there's so many strategies and ways around how you can win with
Yep.
the cards. Incidentally, folks, for anyone that's watching, I've put the link to this stream on the page. I've pinned it. If you click on it, you're more than welcome to come in and ask the Cougar your own question. All right. So you're more than welcome to just come in and you could be asking the Cougar your own question.
I
Just
love that.
just before you came on, we had a couple of people come and join the stream. That says, no, we've not started yet. So if anyone wants to, Sherry says that happened to me 2 weeks ago. Trying to think. There's a little delay. I'm trying to think what we said that happened to her.
When I flopped a full house, maybe she's talking about,
Ah,
and
yeah,
someone got
yeah.
me with, yep.
I
Yep.
thought maybe she was talking about this.
She saw a cougar a few weeks
Yeah.
Or and the reason I also want to say, I got that name because I would tell people that I was, older than my husband. Everybody would call me Cougar at the table.
Yeah.
So when I was trying to come up with a new nickname, I'm like, Cougar Marie.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's a great name, actually. I quite like it. Yeah. I don't know why you never used it for your sign in at the bottom. You must have thought this was formal.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I know because I'm on my Facebook.
Nah, but
I
you
think
still need to sign your name. You could have put anything up.
Can I do it still or no?
No, you need to go out and come back in. So forget it. Don't worry
That's
about
all
it.
right. I mean, you have the picture.
Yeah, we know you are the Cougar. Right. Right. So we're nearly halfway there. How easy is this, right?
It's fine. Yeah,
yes.
it's easy.
So question 10. Now, your biggest win and your biggest loss at a session. We call a session. Usually when I go on my nighttime session, I could be on for 4 or 5 hours. So that's a session. So I would say my biggest win in that session would be, so can you remember or think roughly what your biggest win in a session was?
Does it have to be at a table or could it be like my tournament win?
Either or, it's a session. Yeah. But
well, my tournament is definitely my biggest win.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. My tournament at one time, like getting 6 million. That's definitely my biggest. And I did it twice. So yeah, that really helped me out a lot.
In fact, are you not the reigning millionaire champion?
I don't know if any other women have won twice. I would be so interested to know that.
But you won it last Sunday, am I right in saying
I
that?
won it last Sunday on the Quest side, yes.
Yeah,
and it's my second time.
Yes, and Cherie won it last Sunday.
I
So it was
know,
Girl
so
Power
happy.
last week. So you're the reigning champion right now. So we've got you at a good time. But we'll talk about tournaments. We'll talk about tournaments in a minute. It's just more. What about the cash games? What can you remember in a session being your biggest win at cash table?
Probably like 4 million up at the high table, the David O'Case table. I think I won like 4 million up there one time in one hand. I just joined it. Like this is when I first went up there, and a bunch of people went all in, and I called because I had king queen and I got a straight on the river.
Oh,
and
super.
What do you think I did? I did something dirty. I left.
That's poker. You're allowed to do that. There's no rules.
A lot of people don't like that, though. A lot of people don't like that.
So it's poker. There's no rules.
That was when I first got into millions. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. She's won it 3 times.
I know. That's amazing, Sherry. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yep.
Girl power.
Shut up, girl power. I'm not going to say that because I'm
Chucky, there's so many men. It's so hard. Like, if you look at the tournaments and how many men are in there, I mean, it's an accomplishment.
Yeah,
for us women.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't want to talk about that, to be honest. It's pissing me off a little bit. I'm only kidding. Right, so biggest loss. Let's hear the downside. You're at the cash table. What has been a bad beat for you?
In the tournament. Probably it was in a tournament and it was the first hand and I just bought in for $400,000 and I had a pair of sixes. The flop is 10, 6, 4 and I'm like, sweet, I have a set on the flop. Go all in. He calls me instantly. He has a set of 10s. First hand I was out.
Right. So what about the cash tables? Can you think of a session where you went away with your tail between
I
your
would
legs?
say that royal flush hand.
And what was in the pot? What did you lose?
2.5 mil.
That's sore. Oh, that would affect me so bad.
Yeah, I was like, and here it was one of my friends under a dummy account.
Okay.
And I didn't know it. And I'm texting him, telling him, not realizing it's him on his dummy account.
Brilliant. Right, good. Right. This next question is the hardest question. Right. For us in the Go side, we have a very, very tight community where you have lots of friends. Now, what you've got to do is you've got to choose 5 people to join you at a table. Right. Now, the first table is going to be for competition play. 5 people that you want serious poker with, you know you're going to have a good game. And then 5 people for a social table. You want to have fun and throw chips around or whatever.
Oh,
So,
this is a good question.
yes. So, can we have your serious table first for a proper poker game? Give me 5 names.
Mamba Girl
Right.
for the serious table. Mamba Girl.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
It's a
This
hard
is
one because you don't want to leave anyone out.
Mamba Girl is definitely a very good player. Crazy Guy,
Okay. I played with him last night. He's lovely.
99. He always gets me.
Right.
99.
99.
He's a
He
very
was
good player.
he was on the same table. Right.
Harvey? Harvey? I don't know if you know
Harvey from
Harvey.
Harvey from the Go side. Yeah, Harvey's our man. He's been
Harvey's
on.
a real nice. I think it's like a lot of older men. I love playing with the older men
Right. Right.
because they take it so seriously and they know what they're doing. They're really
Right.
good.
Right.
Morgan.
Well,
Morgan.
right.
Morgan's my
Morgan.
last.
Just the minute you said older men, I don't know why that came up. I don't know.
I know. Maybe I'm really not a cougar.
Oh,
Maybe I'm going for the older men now.
maybe the other Cougars. Right.
Those older men are really, really good players and they're patient too. They
Yes,
wait.
yes, yes. Right. So the next question is that's your 5 serious players for a right good poker game. You've got Mamba Girl. You've got
Mama
is,
Girl.
is Mamba Girl a guy?
He's a guy. He's
Right.
under his granddaughters. It's his
Right.
granddaughter's name.
Okay. So Mamba Girl, Crazy Guy,
Mama Girl.
99, Harvey, and Morgan. That's your table. That's a
Morgan.
serious table. Right. So for your social table now, who would you have on it? Sometimes you
Oh,
can have
this
the
is
same
easy.
people. Right. Okay.
This is
Right.
easy for me.
Okay.
So Mrs. Whacker, she's like my BFF.
Okay.
Gil,
Gil. Okay.
Drelo,
These are names that I don't know. I've never met yet. Right. Okay. Trello.
Big Fluff, not Little Fluff.
Okay.
Big Fluff.
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 I've heard of Big Fluff. Right. One more.
One more. Frenchie.
Frenchie. Right. Now, these are all names that I've seen, but I've never heard of. So that's where you would have a table for a good bit of fun and laugh. Right.
They're
Shuggy
all
Junior's
I
just
love
going to
those people.
yeah,
I
Shuggy
love
Junior's
them.
just going to run past, get some drinks,
Oh,
and then right.
he was quick.
So yeah, but oh no, he's got to go back again. Kai, could you get me a can of Iron Brew, please? A can of
I'm gonna
Iron
have a
Brew.
drink. I'm gonna have a drink.
Yeah. Don't give me one fail, just give me a normal one. Thank you. Right. Yeah. So once again, if anybody's watching and you have your own question for the Cougar, click on the link and we'll get you on to ask. Right. So that's us now. At question 10. Question 11 was your favorite. No, this is question 11. No, that was question 11. Was your favorite players, your good social and competition players. Right. So the next one is a question that you might want to abstain on, but the question is players that you don't like.
Oh.
You don't have to give names.
Hey, listen, I have no
Yeah.
problem because they already know.
Oh well, and you can spill the beans. Cheers. I'm having
Okay,
another one.
so I'm gonna have to say Rebel, and she's very popular. She's a very popular, well-known player. We were very close at one time, and then something happened when I was up for Player of the Month, and she
Okay.
messaged my friends and had them, and she asked them to vote for somebody else.
Oh, that's naughty. Naughty.
Very naughty, right?
Like, Rebel, you're a naughty girl. I don't think
And
naughty.
I thought we were good friends, and
Yeah.
apparently not.
Well, Rebel's not on the page anyway, so see if you want.
No, she's on the other game now. But
Right.
just any kids that are obnoxious, like just mean people. I don't like playing with mean people.
Right. Okay. Is there anyone, I've just thrown in, is there anyone that's came from the Go side that you thought, not sure about, need to wait and see before I judge?
Honestly, no, I can't say that there is anybody from the Go side. I mean, I find everybody charming so far.
Yeah. And can you recognize with being a Quest player that somebody's came in from the Go side?
I guess if I don't recognize their name and they're such a high level, like Marius, you,
Mm,
Sherry,
yeah,
there's a few people that I'm like, oh, they must be from the other side. They're such a high level and I've never seen their name before.
yeah. Okay, so it is pretty obvious, I guess, right? Somebody's wrote in the ooh,
Very
spicy.
spicy.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that was you, giving Rebel what you think about her. Quite right. I would spill the beans too if
I
there was
mean, if
somebody I
I
didn't
saw
like.
her, I'm civil with her, but we had a little thing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't forget, this is a community. Not everyone's going to get on, and there is players that you just maybe not.
Oh, it can be
Not
like high school too. It can
yeah,
definitely be like high
yeah,
school.
yeah, yeah. Right.
Sorry.
It's okay. On to the next question. Who who's the best players that you've played against? Who would you classify as the top players on the best side?
Mamba girl.
Mm-hmm.
Scott.
Scott.
Scott's a
Okay.
very good player.
Yeah.
99. He always
Yeah.
takes my chips.
Okay. Okay.
There's a few, but like I said, it's mostly the older men. They have they're
Yeah.
very, very good.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Bad points about the game, and what would you change if you could? What's the bad things about the game that we love and play? Things that you don't like.
Just all the glitches, how like you can be playing and then you're kicked out, which is really frustrating,
Okay.
especially when you're in, like a tournament or something.
Yeah.
When you don't see how many chips you have, but I think that they fixed that because I haven't noticed that problem in a while.
Okay.
The chip
Okay.
count. I wish that they would add some things too to make it a little more fun, like some accessories, like where like we could even buy stuff. That would be cool. Like
Well,
some shirts.
so we've got that on the go side. That's why when we go to the quest side, it's like cartoon cavalcade. We've got a store. We've got a wardrobe that we can buy
That's
shirts and
awesome.
stuff. You know.
Why
Um,
so why can't they do it for the quest side? You know?
well, when the quest side came out, the developers of the game, they didn't develop the quest game. They bought it off someone already developed.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't do it from scratch. Um,
Gotcha.
and when I say that you can buy stuff from the store on the quest tournaments, sorry, on the go tournaments, there's some tournaments where you win gold coins as well as cash,
Oh,
and
okay.
you buy your shirts, your sunglasses, your
Yeah, see,
hats.
that would be awesome if we could do that over here.
Yeah, you buy them with the coins you've got for winning tournaments and stuff.
Yeah. And they would
Um,
even make money too. I mean, I would buy a shirt for $1 or for $2, you know?
well, there you go. And that's what Sherry's saying. She wants a cocktail dress.
Cocktail dress.
Yeah, because
Hey, I just want a top, Sherry. I don't want to be flat like all the men. That's all
well,
I want.
well, the thing is, Cougar, when you go on the go side, the lady's avatar has actually got a chest. It's a
Yeah,
proper lady. You've got a chest and you've got
that's
arms, and it's a
nice.
it's a full body.
Yeah,
But the clothes are pretty manly. They're pretty much like the men's version of the shirts and t-shirts and things. So the girls would like some more feminine clothes. That's why she
feminine
wants a
clothes, longer
cocktail dress.
hairstyles, some earrings, some nail
Well,
polish.
well,
Yeah.
there is longer hairstyles. Oh yeah, we have tits. Sherry says we have tits. Thanks for that, Sherry. I'm glad you let us know that. Right. Right.
That's good to know.
So, anything else bad about the game?
Sometimes I think people abuse that kick button too. Like when they want people
Yeah,
to sit at the table, they
yeah.
kick which, yeah, that's not, I mean, but then it's also nice to have that too when you have somebody that's obnoxious.
For the little times that I've been on the quest side, I've never seen it getting used. Never.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen anyone get kicked. Never.
Hmm.
And saying that, wait to see the next time I go on, everyone will kick me off.
No,
Shug,
that's not
Shuggy,
gonna.
Shuggy, that's what it looks like. Bye. And I'm away.
I've only been
Right,
kicked one time and it was from a kid, but I mean, you need 3 votes. So
right.
he only kicked me once and then I
So
saw it
Rebel
pop
was at the
up.
table. Rebel was
No,
at
it
the
wasn't.
table. Okay.
No, we try to avoid each other at the tables
All
when she
right.
was there. Yeah, we would try to
Okay.
avoid each other.
Okay. Right. So things you would change about the game. There's something that I would change if I could, and that is the option to show the cards. That's a major part of poker that they've totally omitted.
I
Uh,
would love that too. And I mean, just to have the option, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And because it's part of poker, if you're bluffing, let people see that you bluff. Um, or
Absolutely.
or if you've got the nuts, let me show you.
Show them.
I have
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah. So
Yep.
I think that is something that I would change. Also, I think on the quest side, I don't think it's very friendly, as in inviting friends and looking to see where your friends are sitting. That's a bit awkward
And the
on the
friends
quest.
list doesn't work all the time. So you can't even tell when your friends are on, like still
Yeah.
in the red and they're on. And I wish that
Right.
we could have our own tables, like private tables. That would be really cool.
Yeah. 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 That would be good. But then again, I think with the private tables, what you would have
Clicky.
is a very, very, well, we call it cliquey. You put a little cliquey into it. So yeah,
Clicky. Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
And I do like meeting new people and new
yeah.
players. So, and I
Of,
get that chance when I'm playing with everybody.
of course, of course. Cool. Right. How often do you play? How often?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say daily, Shuggy.
Yeah, me too. Most
I mean,
addicts like ourselves are. But
yeah.
how long would you play for?
I would probably play during the day an hour or two, and then I would have to get all the stuff that I have to do, like dinner, the
Yeah,
kids in beds, homework. And then once everybody's asleep in my house, I sneak back on for a few hours at night.
yeah, yeah. That's for us addicts. That's a pretty similar story.
I mean,
Although
there's worse things that we could be addicted to, Shuggy.
exactly, and costing us money. So
Yeah,
this is free. It's for free, and we get a
yeah.
lot of it, lot of enjoyment out of it. Um,
I love it.
yeah, I think they done a poll once on Discord about how many how long, how many hours a week that you actually played the game, and I done a count. This was during lockdown, mind you, and it was scary. I was over 60 hours a week on the game at one point. I
Wow. I
just
don't think I'm quite that much. I'm probably
yeah.
going to say I probably play on an average like 3 hours a day.
Yeah, so it's between 15 and 25 hours a week. I think that's the average
Wow.
addicts. That's probably where you're at.
There's
20.
some people that are on there 24 hours and I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, yeah. We've got a few on the go side. Chaz Reinhold,
Yeah.
aka FML. I don't know if you've seen him on the leaderboard or
No, but it's a
well,
nice escape. Honestly, it's a
yeah,
nice, you have
yeah,
so much going on and with COVID and just life in general, it's a nice
yeah,
escape.
yeah. Okay, question 17. Have you given yourself a challenge in the game? So what challenges do you give yourself? Um,
Um, well, obviously getting to certain millions, like when I hit the millionaires, I got to 12 million,
right.
and then now I'm trying to get to 30 million.
Yeah, well, that's the target. That's the target. So you're giving yourself something to get to. So yeah, very good. Well done, you.
And a royal flush. I want a royal flush. I can't get a
Right.
royal flush. I've been
Yeah.
playing for a year. I see
Yeah.
other people that just joined and they get royal flushes. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. I've had one. I've had one in 2 years. So they're
They're hard
very
to
rare.
get.
Yeah.
Very hard to
And
get.
and and when you get, excuse me, when you get it, it's like I put it on a par with golf. It's like getting a hole in one to get
Yeah.
that royal flush. It really is.
I mean,
It's
I've
great.
only had one in real life.
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
one. And I've
Yeah.
played tons of poker. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Outcome.
realistic. It's
Outcome.
realistic.
So your challenge is a royal flush and hit that mark with the bankroll as
30.
well. Get the
I've been at
bankroll up.
28, went down to 12. Now I'm back up to 22. Just trying to get
That's
to
good.
30.
That's good. That's good. I always thought the first million was the hardest to get. See, once you get past that first million, you can step up after that. And I know there's a lot of
Yep.
players that even watch us here struggle to go over a million. Once you step over, get it. But I'll let you into a little secret.
Okay.
People on the go side, they think when they go to the quest side, it's easy chips. That's what they say. Because you see millions of chips flying around the quest side and on the leaderboard, because our leaderboard is joined up with the quest leaderboard. So we see all the names and there's not many Go players on it. It's all quest players on it. And like the leader of the month sit with 40, 70 million chips.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I
Right.
know.
So, however, you may be able to confirm this with us. We heard a little rumor that there was so many million chips on the quest side because there was a glitch.
Yes. Yes. And the kids figured that out. There were a few
Right.
kids that figured that glitch out, and they would go up to the high tables and win all this money, then go to the David O'Case table and take all the money from the top dogs. And they were so angry. And then they banned a few people from it. They did ban a few players.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have a guest coming in. A question for you backstage.
Okay.
Here she is. It's Sherry the Dane. Sherry. Hello, Sherry.
Sherry.
No, I just came in to say hello.
All right.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Other millionaire winner.
I've got 2 champions at once with me, yeah.
Two champs at once.
I've got the Phantom
She's
Burper and
3.
I've got the Cougar.
She's won 3 of them. That's amazing.
Yeah, but to have 2 of you on the 1 week is even better. No. Fluffy.
Little fluffy fluff. That's so funny.
So Sherry, are you on the game right now as we do this?
No,
Oh, you came
I'm
off.
not. No, I for the first time I jump out of the window.
Oh, right. Did you have
nope.
Were you getting frustrated?
I was getting a little bit frustrated because Mary's went all in. That's okay. I called him with ace queen. And some motherfucker called Marius. And on the river, he bluffed me out of the hand, and he had the exact same hand as I did. It's like, no, fuck that.
That's what I do. I'll hop off, when I'm frustrated, when I keep losing, I just hop off there.
Yeah, you need to get some balls, girls. Come on.
You know me.
This guy's got balls. He's got balls. That's sure. But we have another player who has got bigger balls. And no. I wonder if I can still find the photograph. There he is. That's a poker. That's a Go player.
Oh, that's a sexy picture.
And he's on the Quest side as well. That is Big Daddy Joe.
Oh, I don't think I know him.
Yeah, Big Daddy Joe.
That's his screen name? Like,
yes,
that's his name?
Yeah, he's from Canada and he plays with his wife. Well, he plays with his wife.
I don't know him.
Yeah, his wife is Cindy Marie.
Oh, yeah.
Cindy. So that's
I've
Cindy's
never seen him, though.
Yeah, that's Cindy's husband.
Well, Joe doesn't play on the Quest side, Shaggy.
Oh, does he not?
That's a great picture.
Cindy that plays on it.
Right, okay.
Cindy's a lucky woman.
Yeah.
Right, so Sherry, do you have a question maybe about the Quest side for the Cougar?
I don't.
You don't?
No. I just said I just came and said hello.
All right.
That was nice that you came and said hello, Sherry.
Yeah. Very nice. But she's got a little phobia about opening up her camera because when
No, that's not why. Today it's because I'm half naked, so I'm not going to do it.
Well, that's the perfect time for the gentlemen that are watching this. Not for me, but
people would love that, Sherry. Yeah. We would get a lot of viewers. Come on.
Cost 2 million chips.
2 million chips? Nah, I can't afford that. You're too expensive. I'll give you 2,000 chips.
Oh, I'm not. She's a businesswoman.
Right, Sherry.
I like it.
I'll see you at the tables. Thanks for coming on, pal.
You're welcome.
Bye, Sherry.
Bye.
Thanks, Sherry. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. There we go. Sherry, of course, Sherry's helping out with the page as well, because we'll talk more about that. So we're nearly done here. Right. So how often do you play? We've done that. We've done the challenge. Let's talk about tournaments. So, Marie, do you play the tournaments? What tournaments do you play?
I don't play like the small ones or the free ones. I always play the one on Saturday night. It's for 800,000 is first place prize.
Right. Okay.
And I think the buy-in's 10,000, so that's a really good one to play. Okay. But there's so many people in it.
Yeah.
And then I play the millionaires, which I will play that today.
Yeah. And do you find that the tournament play is a different strategy when you're on the tournament tables?
Definitely. Everybody plays so much tighter. They fold so many hands. Everybody is on point with those ones. And I enjoy that,
Good. It's probably more an honest game on the tournaments. People are more honest.
Yeah, absolutely. It's more like poker, because it's like there's something that they really want to win and have that title.
Yeah, especially the millionaires, because it's such a large buy-in. people are really don't want to lose their 400 grand in the first hand.
I was so happy because the 2 weeks ago it was Benemy that won. I'm not sure if you know Benemy.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Benemy, he's from London and he only had 450,000 chips left. And he's like, Marie, this is my chance. I either come back or I lose it all. And he won first place. I was so happy for him.
I like that. I like that. That's the story I like. Yeah.
I was rooting for him the whole time.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of players on the go side that we'll go down to the copper and bronze tables and we'll pass chips to give the lower players a chance. So there's nothing
I do people, yep. Because I've had it done for me, you know, like when I first joined. So I like to do it for people.
Spread the wealth, definitely.
Absolutely.
Can you name any players that no longer play?
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of people that don't play anymore. Speed was one of the first players I met. And he just recently came back, which I was happy because he was gone for a few months.
Okay.
Speed and design. But he just came back. Trying to think. There's so many. It's so
there's loads on the Go side because obviously they don't make the Go anymore, and the Go had players that could play with the Samsung Gear, so people's phones have broken down, so they can't get on. I know there's one in particular, Cowboy KD. He played on the Samsung Gear, and he messaged me to say his phone's broke, so he can't get on. So I said,
"Oh, that's thanks."
Go on eBay and spend $80 on a Go.
I know there's a lot of people, and I can't think of them off the top of my head. But there's a few people that aren't on anymore, or they are and they changed their name, which is possible.
Sure, yeah. And I know Fluffy, I call her Fluffy, Little Fluff. She was very interested to see what Go was like. So she went out and bought a Go 2 weeks ago just to get onto the Go side. And when you go on the Go side, your bankroll's the same, your level's the same. It just lets you see the different play.
That's cool.
So she done it, and she did like it.
Yeah,
but obviously a lot of her friends aren't there, so she kind of dips her toe in the water, plays,
and then she came back. Yeah,
plays for about 20 minutes and then comes back.
I love Little Fluff. She's a very sweet girl.
Yeah. She's it's the laugh. That laugh is so infectious. I think
absolutely. She has the cutest little voice. Very cute little voice.
Yeah, hiding behind all that fluff is Little. I call her Fluffy, Little Fluffy.
She's very little. It fits her well, the name.
Yeah. So, names that no longer play. I'm sure the Quest is going to get a lot more players because my prediction is there was 20 million Quest sets sold at Christmas. By the end of January, the kids have started to put Quest down. So the parents are going to lift them up. Lo and behold, poker.
That's what I did.
Yeah, so by the end of January, it's going to start getting busier and busier with lots of new players. So we'll look out for that influx of new players.
Which is nice. I mean, it's nice to meet new people too, you know?
Fresh meat, fresh chips.
Fresh meat, yes, exactly.
Right, question 20. And there's a reason we ask this. Would you subscribe to a game like the one that you played, the game like the Quest game? If I said to you, listen, it's going to cost you $10 a month, but for your $10, what I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you a wardrobe with clothes in it. I'm going to give you a special badge or trophy to say that you are a member, you're a subscriber. And I'm going to have you play. There's going to be some tables that are for members only tables. And there is members only tournaments. So for 10, and not only that, for your $10, I'm going to give you 200,000 chips every month. So
I would pay $20 for that.
So you've answered my question. Would you subscribe to a game?
Definitely, 100%. Yep.
Yeah. So it's a cup of coffee a week, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that you enjoy, you know? I mean, I spend so much money for my kids on this games they like.
Yeah, we're the same.
Month.
Yeah,
absolutely. I would do it for myself.
Yeah. So, and I think reading between the lines, we hear on the Go side about the troubles of the players that have left the Quest side due to politics and the way they were spoken to by the developers. Developer maybe being a little bit abrupt and saying, well, it's our game. You don't run the game. It's our game. So the developers of the game that we like is pretty much in a no-win situation because the high roller players that play in the Millionaires tables, they're never going to spend a penny on the game.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm.
So it's all the new players on the copper and bronze tables. That's the cash cow. That's the ones
That's
that's
where
going to
they're going to
buy
make the
chips.
money.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
for albeit the high roller players are keeping the game active and keeping it interesting, they've no benefit to developers, because there's no need for them to buy chips. They've got over 100 million. Why would they need to
Yeah.
buy chips?
Yeah.
So it'd be nice for these players to contribute in such a way that they felt as if they were getting value as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that too. Although I do think that there's ways to speak to people. I do think a few players did get a little bit of a big head,
yeah,
thinking that they were, if they
yeah.
lose me, then this game's done. And that's
No,
just not the case,
no, it's not going to happen. No,
It's not the case at all.
it's the same in sport. No, not one player is bigger than the team.
Absolutely. And some
No,
people just have big
get a,
heads,
get a,
and I
yeah,
don't agree with that. But I also don't agree with how they were, like spoken to at all. Because, I mean,
yeah.
we've been putting a lot of hours into this game, so we should be, appreciate it
Well,
almost in all,
well, no, you put a lot of hours into the game, but you get something in return. You get a lot of enjoyment.
And it's a community, like everybody gets to know everybody.
Of course.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
so you're probably right. There's a bit of wrongdoing in both sides.
Yeah,
there's a way to say things.
that's
Yeah,
what I think it is. I just think both sides are, in the wrong.
yeah. 2 questions left, Cougar. You're doing very well. It's
Thank you.
the next question. Have you ever met any VR players in real life?
No, and I've been dying to meet Mrs. Wacker because she lives in Delaware.
Okay.
And also Left Right Way.
Right.
She lives in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And then Frenchie lives in Pennsylvania, like 20 minutes from me.
Right.
So I would love to get a poker game with all of them together.
Yeah, yeah. About a year and a half ago, before COVID struck the world, we were in the process of putting a committee together. We were going to organise a poker cruise. We were going to organise it a year in advance. We were going to try and get a good deal. And we were looking whether we were going to sail out of New York because it seems to be a kind of central point. And then we kind of decided, no, I think it's going to have to be Fort Lauderdale or Miami to escape down into the sun.
That would be so cool if we could do something and get a bunch of players.
Yeah, so that's and at the time of us doing it, our interest, we had 12 players that muted serious interest about doing it just for a 7-day cruise.
Yeah,
booking it a year and ahead, but you can take your families with you.
Yeah.
And as I said on the cruise, listen, after you've had your dinner or whatever, we could say, right, at 9 o'clock every night, we've got this room, we've got a poker table. If you want to come and join us, you can. Otherwise, if you don't come,
that's a great idea.
You can enjoy the cruise with your family. Yeah, but I made it pretty clear that we didn't play poker together as a community in the casino, because in cruise ships it's a little bit different the way they work it. So I think we would as well have their own little crazy tournaments in like a card room on the cruise ship, and we play a couple of tables and have
that
our own
would be
mini
a
tournament.
lot of fun.
Yeah,
a lot of fun. I mean, I would do something like that, honestly.
Yeah. So I think when the world starts to settle down a bit, then we should look at maybe doing a Pokeroo cruise.
That would be awesome. I'm there.
Good. Right. So there is a few players round about you'd like to meet in real life, and I'm of the same opinion. I'm from Scotland, via Chicago, and there is lots of players. I'm meeting people from all over the world that I never ever thought I would meet before.
Isn't that the best part of this game?
Yes. And to be able to stand at a bar and speak to somebody and have a beer with them, just be amazing.
Because you get to know people so well on here. Like you feel like you know them in real life. Like I'd rather hang out with people than my own family in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I'd rather hang out with people than my own wife. I'm only kidding.
Don't
Carol,
let her hear that. Don't let her hear that.
I'm joking. So Sherry says when she turns 30 in a year, she's going to invite some.
Ooh, that sounds like a good time, Sherry.
From the poker. Yeah, there we go.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're all going to Denmark.
Sherry's so young. She's a baby. She's only going to be 30. Wow.
She's the baby of the go side.
He's a baby.
Yeah. Right. Now, we're on to your last question. Now,
okay.
There was a question that was, when we created these questions, it was people in Pokeroo all put questions together and I just wrote them down. And there was one player who gave us this stupid question and it managed to get 22. It says, your favorite position and clothes for playing on VR. So what we have done is we have now deleted that question because it's a stupid question. Stupid question. I don't care what you're wearing when I'm
Well,
playing
do you
VR.
know, Sherry was telling me that, because she said, well, the last question is the worst one. And I said, well, what is it? And she's like, what position? I'm like, whoa, where's this going?
So that question's now scrubbed out. And the question to replace it, courtesy of this man here, Thomas Urey, he suggested this question, and it's a good one. And the question, their last question on Pokeroo is, what is one of the craziest things you've seen or done on the game?
One of the craziest things is when I was playing with 4 other men and they all got dressed up as women and I got dressed up as a man and they were dancing on the table and I was throwing chips at them. I actually have video of it. I have video of it that I have to share. But that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So they were dancing for me.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one of my craziest things. Now, we do crazy things every night over on the go usually, but this was last year, and we play a game called Last Man In. So we've got a good table of 5, and there's always an empty seat. So we say, right, whoever comes in, we're going to prank them. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So this prank was, the next person that comes in, I'm going to prank them and tell them a lie, and you're all just going to agree with me. So this person came in and I said, hello, it was Rose in CA. She's actually on the west side.
I know who Rose is. Yeah.
So Rose came in and she, how you doing, Shuggy? I says, I'm fine, Rose. I says, Rose, you know the go side's dying because of this quest game it's opened up now. I says, well, I've just had a message from the developers that they're not going to kill off the game. They're actually going to change the go game to international poker. She says, international? Really? I says, yeah. What is that, Shuggy? I said, well, international poker is instead of 4 suits, clubs, spades, diamonds, and hearts, they're going to introduce a 5th suit called dollars. So you could have the jack of dollars or king of dollars or, you know. So, oh, really? I said, so instead of, I says, instead of quads, you get a set and a full house has got to be 5 of the same, you know. So, do you know, God bless it, I forgot to say I was only kidding. So Rose went off the table and started telling everybody else to go.
That is so funny.
And then when Rose came off the game, she told her family. She told her family about it. She's going, yeah, we've got a new game. It's the go's alive. It's international poker.
See what you started, Shuggy? Do you see what you started?
I know. So that was one of the craziest things. I love.
Well, do you know what I like to spread rumors about people too? Like there's this guy on here and he told me that he likes to stir the pot and he likes to tell stories. So I thought of a story for him. He wasn't on for a few days and I told everybody that Lance got his member stuck in a zipper. That he was getting dressed to go out one night and he zipped it. And he had to go to the hospital. So when he came back, everyone's like, Lance, oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah. So yeah,
it's just a lot of fun, a lot of laugh.
Yeah, so I'm glad that kind of atmosphere's transferred to the quest side, and I've played a few times, and I'm starting to see there is a bit of banter floats about the tables, which is good.
Definitely,
and it makes it attractive for the game. Super.
Well,
right,
you've for Christmas. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you broke up there. Go again. Say that.
For Christmas, one of the guys that I play with, he's like 70 years old. And he calls me a bitch whenever we're on the table because I always take his chips. You bitch. And I'm like, you're the only one that can say that to me. So for Christmas, I got an ornament and I sent it to his house and it said, Merry Christmas, bitch, on a poker chip. So that just shows you how close we're getting, you know, like we're good friends.
Yeah. There's a player, one of my best friends on poker. His name's Ken Davis Vision House. I don't know. He's got the quest now. He's played 1 or twice on it. But he's always on the go side, and he's from Detroit. and I said, there's a Scottish soda here we drink. It's called Iron Brew. Okay, it's bigger than Coca-Cola. It's bigger than Coke. So I shipped some to him in Detroit. Right, I sent it to him, and then a couple of weeks later, he says, Shuggy, I'm going to send you a big dick. Sorry? I'm going to send you a big dick. But little did I know it was a big deck. D-E-C-K. A big deck. And what, in true to his word, he sent me a pack of cards, and it was called Big
You were
Deck.
going to get a dildo in the mail, you thought.
Yeah. So thanks, Ken Davis, if you're watching. I've still got your big deck.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, that's the community. That's what we've got. And I know other people send people gifts, and I've had other very, very kind gifts sent to me as I've sent out to other people, and we love it. We love it. It's great.
It's so
And-
nice. It's really
Yeah.
nice community of people.
And you have passed the test. You've answered the 22 questions.
I passed.
You're top of the class.
I'm so happy to hear that. You know what? And I'm going to rub it in my husband's face because he said that I was going to do terrible. He said, I'm
no.
terrible with on-the-spot questions. So I'm going to rub it in his face.
No, you show, Mr. Cougar. Sorry for showing that.
Mr. Cougar, you
photograph.
take that, right?
Yes, Mr. Cougar, your wife done a fantastic job. And, this is available.
It's been a
watch.
pleasure, Shuggy.
Yeah. For the people that are not on Facebook, they can watch it on YouTube as well. The link is there. It's went live onto the YouTube channel. All I can say, Marie, is thank you. But I want you to start spreading the word for all these quest players because they would enjoy this. They would enjoy.
I will definitely spread the word to
Yeah.
more and like the new members and everything that I meet. Definitely.
Yeah, and we'll get Fluffy involved and everything just to try and build the quest side up. Most of the members on this
Absolutely.
is Go players, so it'd be great so we can step forward and start talking about cruising and shit like that and all different stuff that we got up to. Because
It's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, last year we had some own internal competitions on the page. We ran our own competitions to give out chips and stuff. So we want to start all that back up again, which is quite
Yeah,
good.
that would be cool. And that's like a good incentive too, you know, for people.
Yeah.
Sounds perfect.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I'll
do
be
well.
working.
You get on that millionaires table and do well and try and get 2 in a row.
I'm gonna try my best, Shuggy.
Okay, much
I
obliged.
appreciate it. And thank you so much. I had a
Speak to you
great
around the
time.
tables. Great stuff.
I'll see you at the
Thanks.
table, Shuggy.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So there you go. That was Cougar Marie. What a lovely, lovely girl she is. And a great photograph. And basically that's us for this week. Thanks for everybody watching. It's great to be back. I'm looking for someone for next Sunday. So you can contact any of the moderators or contact me if you're available next Sunday to do the 22 questions if you haven't already done it. Thanks to all the people that help us out in this little page in the community. Hopefully it's going to get stronger, and grow and grow and grow. And very soon, I hope to be bringing you some really, really exciting, exhilarating news for you all. Okay, from myself, Shuggy Wuggy, it's time for me to go on the tables now. And don't forget, give me your chips. Give me your chips. Give me your chips.